Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Provisionz podcast. I'm so excited yet again. Last week we did episode 1 and I'm so excited. I'm just happy and proud. Like, oh my God, I finally did it. So this episode here, we're going to get into a real touchy subject. It's a sensitive subject to a lot of people and something that I experienced myself. So on this podcast, I'm going to come with the truth and being transparent as well. But this episode, I'm going to talk about this is a wild subject. I hope you guys are ready, but it's called sleeping with the enemy. Yes, I just wanted to pause on that one right quick. Yes, sleeping with the enemy. Now, myself, I have experienced situations like that. Like, I never want to experience that ever again. And to those out there who is going through this right now, and I'm going to list out some traits, some signs, some red flags, so you guys won't have to experience that. And if anybody out there have, you know exactly what I mean. And if you are going through right now, please get out. It's not healthy. It's very toxic. It's not good for you, your well-being or your mindset. So if you are in a relationship, anything like that I'm going to talk about, please get out. Find your best way to get out. Friends, family, even if it's a shelter, like leave as quick as possible. Really. So I'm going to talk about some signs and some traits of having someone that you are sleeping with the enemy. So some of the traits are narcissist, manipulator, liar, cheater, playing mind games, having control, never happy for you, project their insecurities on you, very toxic. They hate you. They might not show it to you at first, but deep down, they hate you. They envy you. Jealous. Wants to be you. Because you got to understand, because you carry a light within inside of you. Positive vibes, good energy, people love you. And there's people out here in your relationship that you're sleeping next to every day, every night, even having kids with, or, it could go beyond sleeping with the enemy. It could be your family members. It could be a person who you call your friends. It could be a lot of people who you just dealing with. They hate the way people love you. And it's really sad out here, you guys. It's really, really sad. But, so because you have a positive, good energy about yourself, and the thing about it is they don't. They always negative. Oh, my God. Always complain. Just plain toxic, So the things like that, if those words that I'm saying to you, and if you have somebody in your mind, when I say manipulator, when I say liar, when I say cheater, when I say narcissistic, if your partner, any type of way, and that don't mean you don't love them, because you can't, stop who you love, but if that comes up to you any type of way, then that's who it is. You're sleeping with the enemy. And I'm sorry to tell you, to break it to you, because I dealt with that myself. So I understand exactly what that means. So, a lot of people don't see the red flags, and we cannot continue to ignore the red flags. Now, at first, of course, they're not going to show you that. They're not going to come to you as that person, because they want to show you who they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to come and look and observe your life, observe your world, and they're going to portray this image of this person that they feel like, okay, I can be this in her world. I can be this in their life, So, and this doesn't have a gender role to it. It could be a male and it could be a female. So it's not just pertaining to just men, it's for women too. And let's just be honest and keep it real. It goes on both hands, So when they first come in, they're going to love bomb you at first. They're going to treat you like a king or a queen. And then sooner or later, you're going to start seeing those red flags. They're going to become distant. They're going to be called hot and cold. they're gonna like pull back, and then they're gonna be like super, super clingy. Then they're just gonna pull back, and you might not hear from them for a while, you know. And the veil has been removed, it's been lifted. And long as you continue to stay in a relationship like that, they will try their best to sabotage your life. Like, they will make you look like you're the bad guy, like you crazy. You know, they be trying to use reverse psychology and trying to, you know, use your words against you. And because they are the victim. And a lot of people who have those type of traits, especially narcissistic traits, you know, they're never the bad guy in the end. They always the victim, you know. So they're gonna make and put other people against you, lie on you, even to your own family, to your friends, people around you. Gonna make it seem like you crazy. Like, you're gonna go through so much things, and it's really, really sad that, you know, it's people out here who try to come in your life and trying to just turn your whole world upside down because they are not happy with themselves. So in a relationship, you know, please don't ignore the red flags. You're not crazy. Anything that I said thus far, if you feel like that, it's true. Okay? Please believe it. And know, if your friends tell you some things, like, don't think they hating on your relationship or feeling like, you know, they're jealous of your relationship, or you feel like you finally happy. But, you know, people are going to see the signs before you in it because you are in the relationship. So just take heed of a lot of relationship advice that your friends do give you. You know, if your true friends in your family, you know, not all of them, but some of them are going to want the best for you. So definitely, you know, kind of take heed into that, because they're going to see it too, you know. But a lot of people that's in relationships who have that mindset, they're not healed. They're dealing with so much trauma, so much childhood trauma. And you know what? I'm going to talk about that in a whole nother episode. So I hope you guys come back. Stay tuned for that. That's a whole nother topic right there of people not being healed and going into relationships. They are dealing with trauma, childhood trauma, generational curses, just pain. Like, that's a whole nother topic within itself. Okay. But a lot of people get into relationships just to fill voids because they still hurt from the past relationships. See, a lot of people haven't let go of their exes. A lot of people are married right now and still think about the past. Think about their high school sweetheart. Think about, you know, a person who they love and dear, even they first love. Yes, they walk down the altar with you and, you know, say those vows in front of God, in front of the congregation. But a lot of people deep down inside, a lot of people still holding on from the past, you know. Or, you know, this is the other thing too. A lot of people are with their partners because, you know what, I'm going to speak it, I'm going to just say the truth, because they remind them of their past. You can look like their ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends. You can have some type of mannerisms. You can be funny. You can just have something that remind them of that person. And that could be a reason why they choose you. And that's just the honest God truth. You know, it's you know, it's hurtful. It might not sound good, but it's the truth. A lot of people still hold on to the past of what they had and not let go. But of course they want to move forward and want happiness now. But a lot of people still hold on because they're feeling a void. They feeling like a piece of their heart is missing. A piece of them is missing now. So they're going to find it in the next person because people still haven't let go and being healed from it. So it's just a pattern that they keep going over and over again. You just look around, just look back at probably some of your ex-boyfriends, some of your ex-girlfriends. You might look like them. I'm just saying, you might look like your partner's exes, or you feel like they have a certain type, you know, and it's just true. You know, it's true. But anyway, so yeah. And some people just want a place to stay. Some people, you know, what they call it, like homeless, like homeless sexual or something that they be saying. But you know, some people just be with you because you in the house. You know, you got a home, you got a roof over your head. They probably just got kicked out of their last relationship, their last partnership, and now they want to come stay up under your house, up under your roof, want a key to your place. Yeah, they may cook, clean, and be good in the bed or tell you what you want to hear, but a lot of them just looking for a place to stay. And it's true. And some people, of course, they make babies. It's a lot of people right now that are having kids by people who have those signs, who has that narcissistic trait, that's a manipulator, that's liar, that's cheater. And another thing I want to talk about, a person like that can also sense somebody who what they lack as well, so they may feel like, oh, they insecure, or they letting their guards down too much, or I can tell she just wants somebody to love her or give her emotional support, different things like that may see in you, and they're gonna fill that void that you're missing in the relationship just to be that person so they can stay with you, so they can have somewhere to stay. They might need a home. Yeah, they may pay a bill here and there, pay your phone bill, or maybe not. Some people just let them stay with them, however the case may be. But, it's just some of the people who are raising kids that's in the wrong environment. The end of the day is, my message to you guys is just, to make better choices and to love yourself, and, raising the standard. Be picky with yourself. Like, everybody does not deserve you. Everybody does not deserve your energy. Everybody does not deserve your time. Everybody does not deserve to be in your space. Take accountability of of yourself, your awareness of your surroundings, awareness of yourself. I see a lot of times in these relationships, we learn who we are. So that way, when we move forward to another relationship, we know that we're not going to accept that anymore, or I'm not going to be that type of person no more. Because, a lot of relationships, they actually do change you. Some for better, some for worse, but you're going to be changed because you're going to, your mindset, some people change physically, some people change emotionally, some people change spiritually when they go through these types of relationships. And some people they feel like, their self-worth is so low. They feel like can't nobody else love them because that person put them in their box that they feel like they can't be with nobody else, because some people will break you down that far. You know what I'm saying? And to where they feel like, who's going to want you? Who's going to love you? Or, I'm better than. They kind of get this God complex about themselves to where they feel like, can't nobody else gonna treat you better than I did. So then you start looking at yourself in that way. You start feeling like that. You become insecure. You have your lack of of self-confidence go down, and it be in these relationships, and it be so hard, and they be in trauma to where they feel like it's hard to get out. They feel like they stuck, and especially people, who have a child with somebody. But that's not healthy. That's not good. That's it's just very hurtful. And I really hate that. We have to go through those type of things, and sometimes, like I said, it is going to change you. But like I said, the message that I want to put out today is to just stay single till you're ready. I mean, if you have to be celibate, I have been celibate for years now, because I'm just refused. Because a lot of things that I see now that's going on, people relationships, no, that ain't for me. No, I'm okay. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll go another year by myself, because I just don't have time, I don't have time for the mind games. I don't have time for the liar. I don't have time for the cheater. And now everybody is not bad. Everybody is not bad. It's some good, pure souls out here. It's some people, men and women, who want to be loved. And there's a lot of people that have love to offer. But make sure you get somebody who's going to reciprocate that back to you. Somebody where that they love you unconditionally for who you are. You guys can build. You guys can have a home, have a future. Somebody who a go-getter just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who truly supports you. Not just always just financially, but just emotionally and spiritually, And just stay single until you're ready, because And another thing is to leave. If you in that relationship, leave, because it is not healthy for you. Like I said, you might can reach out to a real true friend or somebody who you really trust. Even if it's a shelter, if it's just somebody you can just leave for a few days or a few weeks or months just to get yourself together. Don't ever let nobody give that much power over your life. Because you control your own destiny. You have to take back your power. You have to remember who you was before you start dating that person. Because you're giving them the power. You're giving them the ownership over you. And nobody has that over you but you and God. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of times the people stay, they be depressed. They have anxiety. They have trauma. Then they don't heal. And then what happened? They go on to the next person. Then they bring all that baggage to that new relationship. And it just repeat a cycle. And this comes from generational curses. And sometimes, I'm gonna be real, it could be your own parents that are dealing with this right now. You probably grew up in a home with a relationship. You can look back because you found yourself, you healed, you worked on yourself, and now you seeing what your parents going through, have been through. And then you raised in that toxic home. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a repeated cycle. So my message, guys, today is to heal, pray, get to someone who you really trust, that you love yourself, honor yourself, and never give a person that much power over your life. And leave. Leave. I know it's hard. I know it can feel like you're going through a downward spiral. You lost, you confused. Some people go through things like this, are in an abusive relationship, like seek help. There's hotlines. There's just different things out here, just different type of resources. But I'm going to end it off right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, which is called Sleeping with the Enemy. I have so many great other episodes I'm going to be talking to you about. I'm going to get real deal raw with these shows. So again, my name is Tiffany Turner. Stay tuned to the Provisionz podcast, you guys. So next time, bye.